Demand for social supports has skyrocketed in Jasper after July's wildfire burned 1/3 of the town. Now the municipality is hiring new workers to help people recover emotionally.
Pre-wildfire, we were seeing 5 to 8 new clients a month, and so, 1 or 2 a week. And now we're seeing 5 to 8 a day still. And so our numbers are, 10 times what they used to be.
In the heart of downtown, Jasper's Community Outreach Services team is helping people find and access lines of support, including making referrals to disaster counselors, navigating government systems, and assisting with setting recovery-related goals. 2 wildfire recovery outreach workers were hired this fall, and the process is underway to bring in 3 more.
Feelings of guilt, fear, and worries all could be intensified following a disaster. If we're talking about loss of lives, homes, possessions, communities, so that the grieving process can be complex, can become prolonged, but every single person is going to be impacted differently.
Disasters like the Jasper wildfire can bring out symptoms of depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, according to clinical psychologist Kati Kamkar, the former chair of the Canadian Psychological Association's traumatic stress sector. She says seeking help is an important healing step.
Any support groups could be helpful towards also our emotional recovery, towards a sense of belonging and to know that we are not alone.
The healing process can be long and difficult. In 2016, a wildfire in Fort McMurray forced some 90,000 people to evacuate that community and ended up burning 2,400 homes and buildings. The disaster left many residents with PTSD. Nearly 9 years later, some, like Satara Fernando, are still dealing with the effects.
It gets better with time, but it definitely doesn't go away. There's days where, the wind is blowing just right and it smells a certain way or the sky looks a certain way. And it takes me back. It's one of my triggers for my PTSD. And I recognize that is just a part of me now.
Back in Jasper, some people who have already been accessing existing support say it's difficult to imagine life without it.
People would have to move. People would be probably homeless. If this didn't exist, there'd be a lot of families that would be completely devastated. They wouldn't have anyone to turn to. There wouldn't be any resources. It would be incredibly hard.
The municipality is happy to see the positive impacts and wants to keep the momentum going.
I am very impressed and encouraged by the fact that the community is ramping up as the need ramps up. It's really quite beautiful.
The majority of funding for Jasper's new recovery outreach worker positions is expected to come from Alberta's disaster recovery program. The roles would be 1-year contracts with the possibility of a 2nd-year extension. Acton, Clarkin, CBC News, Jasper.